Hi, I'm Shannon Doyle, and I'm the owner and principal broker here at Eugene Realty Group. And I wanted to create a quick little video just to give you an overview snapshot of what our market conditions are like right now here in Lane County. And we get a lot of questions about this, either from first-time home buyers or folks maybe even that have lived here for a while but haven't bought or sold anything in a while, or folks maybe moving from out of the area. And it's always interesting, our real estate markets always shift, they're always changing. And sometimes we have more of a seller's market and sometimes more of a buyer's market. And it's interesting to know that and very valuable to know it so that you know the position that you're in as you're entering the market. And also so you can kind of set realistic expectations and understand what you might encounter as you go through the process of wanting to buy a home. So in the market that we're in right now, it is a very aggressive seller's market. And what this means is that we have a lot more buyers that are wanting to buy a home than we do the number of homes that are available. So some of the tips I can give you as a buyer's agent are that right now being pre-approved is probably more critical than it's ever been. Definitely sellers will not even contemplate your offer without you being pre-approved and knowing that, you know, before they pull their property off of the market, that you'll be able to perform. And unfortunately, homes are selling sometimes in just a matter of hours and often in a matter of days right now. So, and especially as we go towards summer, you know, winter time seems to be just a little bit slower, but there are less homes on the market. Where summer there's more homes, but there's a lot more buyers that want to move. So really, you know, it can be kind of tight no matter where you are in the market. But being pre-approved is a big thing, just to be prepared. And unfortunately, if you find something that you like and then you're not pre-approved, it's likely going to be gone by the time you start the process and get that going. So I like to always tell buyers that, just to set a realistic expectation. And the other thing is, in this market you have to be very diligent and quick to act. So things will come up and sometimes they're pending by later that same day. So you need to be able to be flexible and get out there and see properties right away, be ready to make an offer, have your ducks in a row, and work with an agent that is very aggressive. And that doesn't mean personality-wise, you know, dealing with you, but it just means aggressive in that they're very proactive and very on top of it and understanding how the market is going, and they're quick to act and quick to respond. You know, when you have a question, when you need something, you want to set something up, I mean, you need to work with someone who's flexible and ready to do that for you. Unfortunately, for a lot of our buyers, as I said, there's less inventory is what we call it, but there are less homes available and more buyers that want to buy them. So sometimes you'll be competing with a lot of other buyers for the same home. We've seen homes, you know, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, or more offers on the property, and then it becomes really a point of where do you want to come in with your offer and some strategy, really working with your agent that you're working with. And you can expect in this market to either pay probably full price for a property or sometimes even more than the asking price. And some of that can depend. You do have the option sometimes to ask the seller to pay some of your closing costs. And when you do that, the offer you make, you know, the net to the seller goes down. So sometimes you want to build that into your price and come in over asking for those closing costs. And sometimes even when you're not asking for closing costs, you're going to have to go over the asking price because you're competing. And of course, it becomes a supply and demand kind of an issue. So therefore, the more demand there is and the less supply there is, unfortunately, that drives prices up. So just to let you know that those are some of the conditions that we have going on. I think that some of the critical points are working with a great lender and being approved and ready to go, and working with an agent that is really on top of it and really understands the market and will also help you, you know, structure your offer in such a way that hopefully it will get accepted and you're not coming in too low. You know, we all as consumers try to get the best deal that we can. And so I know when we start with folks and maybe it's their first time, you know, buying a home or making their first offer, you know, a lot of times you might see shows on TV, you know, where all this negotiation is going on and, you know, people are coming in 50,000 under asking and stuff like that. We're not in that kind of a market, and your position as the buyer in this market is that that's pretty unrealistic, and unfortunately you could waste a lot of time and, you know, create a lot of heartache for yourself too, because you may find a home that you really fall in love with and then you make an offer too low and you won't be able to get it. So we just try to guide people the best we can. We obviously are here to help you negotiate and get the best deal that you possibly can. And sometimes in this market, that's a full price offer, and sometimes it's paying a little bit more, but it's knowing what you want the outcome to be. And if this really is the home that you want, you know, you've got to move forward with your best foot forward, knowing that there are likely several other buyers right behind you. So getting there first in this market can make a real big difference, and just being ready to go. And sometimes it's a little difficult as a buyer, because, you know, like a lot of us, we like to take our time and think about things, and unfortunately in this market, sometimes you have to make decisions really fast and you don't really get a chance to sleep on it and really, you know, take your time with it. Sometimes you see a house once and you got to make an offer, and that's just the way it is. So I hope that will be helpful to you. I just wanted to, you know, just give you a little overview of kind of what we're encountering out there in this market. So if we can answer any further questions about the market conditions, the process of buying a home, or anything to do with real estate, feel free to give us a call. You can call, text, or email us, and we have an outstanding team of agents here that are active, full-time, and very aggressive in their efforts to work with all of our buyers and help them get into the home that they want to be into. So if there's anything we can do to help you, please just reach out and we'll be happy to help. Thanks so much.